What's going on, Nakamas? It's your boy Mozy here, back with another episode of Mozy Reacts. On this episode of Mozy Reacts, I have episode 715 of One Piece. But before I get into today's episode, it's time for a comment of the day. And the comment comes from the first mate, Lumi, who said, I don't think Luffy fought much in Logtown. Where did Barto learn how Luffy fights? And when I read that, I was like, yeah, that's a good point. He wasn't there. How did he know how we hit Bellamy? And then I was like, well, he was probably just replicating one of Luffy's punches, and it just so happens it was a coincidence that it resembled how we punched Bellamy. I don't think he was trying to replicate that exact punch. But what then prompted me thinking was, well, I mean, he had to have seen Luffy fought to know how it was, so did he see the buggy fight? Or what then I then thought of was, well, what about Marineford? It was broadcasted. Does One Piece have, internet? I mean, I know we always see them reading newspapers, but and nowadays we have internet, but people still go out and read newspapers, right? When something big happens, it's always in the papers, right? So, but that's the only time we ever see the newspapers, when something big happens. But on day to day, just normal news, are they distributing newspapers everywhere? Because, Marineford, they did record it. Could they put it out there? Internet now, once you record something, it's out there forever. Does that logic apply in One Piece, that once it's recorded, anyone can look up snippets of Marineford and watch Luffy's battle? Is that a possibility in One Piece? I don't know. With that being asked, though, let's go ahead and roll right into today's episode. But before we do, this is a reminder that this is not a market subject to. You should always support the official release. Bro, what is this sick wallpaper? I can't remember who shared it in Discord. But I saw that and I was just like, ooh, I can see that being something that would happen. Like Zoro being like, I'm gonna go train, and Ron being like, I'll come help you, Zoro. That is one couple I can definitely ship together. Normally, when I watch animes like Naruto and Hinata, that's about it. But other than that, I don't really normally I don't pair off couples like that, but that is one ship I can definitely see. Franky and Robin forever. I don't see it. I'm glad that Oda made that rule. Romance between crew members is already banned from Oda himself. They are family to each other. I like that they can't pair up. I don't want to say they can't pair up because they're family. I think more of you guys, you don't want to do that to your friend dynamic, you're not if you're all friends and then you guys start to hook up with each other, there's gonna be dynamics when things don't work out, and then you can't be doing that to the crew. Not Law and Robin. That's not allowed because that's a power couple right there. Law and Robin would be a power couple. Don't fuck with them. I low-key support the Franky Robin dynamic only for what you said, Ravel, which is that we can then name the relationship Fabian. I don't know. I like it. I'll take a Fabian. Okay. Okay. Chime, eagerly awaiting for that episode. What does that mean? Are you talking about current episodes, something that we're coming up to? If it's something that we're coming up to, I'm hoping it's the Senor Pink backstory. I'm really hoping we get this arc before this arc is over, but we only have 15 episodes left, so if they're going to give it to me, they better give it to me quick. Pause. Mozy, what's your favorite arc till now? It's maybe Thriller Bark. Maybe. Just because we got, Brooke's backstory, I fucking love that. But I also like Teary Luke's back. It's between Chopper and Brooke. It's between those two. Because I enjoyed their stories so much. Thriller Bark. Bro, what? What about Luffy's backstory? My question that just kind of popped in my mind, when you said Luffy's backstory, I was like, what are you talking about, Luffy's backstory? Oh, you're talking about when we met Sabo? Is that considered Luffy's backstory, or is that considered Sabo's backstory? Wow, I'm surprised. I feel most people's at this point is Impel down / Marineford. I feel like people just like that maybe because of Ace or because there's a lot of fighting. I mean, it's definitely a good arc, but to me, I really like the ones where I was very emotional. Those are, I think, my more favorite arcs, and the ones I feel like I was more emotional in were definitely Brooks and definitely Choppers. I mean, I did cry my eyes out with Ace, but if you're asking me what I loved getting Chopper and I loved getting Brook. Sky P is my favorite. People always sleep on Brook's backstory. Water 7 Saga is probably my favorite. Water 7, that's Franky, right? That's not a bad one. That's a good one. That's where we meet all CP9 everyone. That's not a bad one. My favorite arc is the Foxy arc. I mean, we did get Afro Luffy, so I mean, I think that's a fair point, Blue. I'd have a hard time ranking them because I love them all. Like, it is very hard to rank these arcs. They are all good arcs. Like, I feel like if you're saying like you love an arc more than another arc, it's by minuscule. Like, you know what I mean? Like, when I'm saying I like Broken Choppers, I also loved Robin's I Want to Live. You know, Robin's backstory is losing by like that fucking much. It is not like, this is my favorite and I could care less about Marineford. No, they are all relatively, there's not one arc I would not want to see again and not skip. I don't even want to skip the fillers. Even the fillers are enjoyable. How was that Sabo's backstory? It was mainly Luffy and Ace came and got in a few episodes, and Luffy and Ace is there. I guess because we didn't know about Sabo, and then all of a sudden the story was about Sabo running away from his parents, about Sabo dying. I mean, yeah, it's about why Luffy and Ace have like a brotherly bond, and I guess they brought that story in to like kind of like explain why Luffy's so gung-ho about his brothers, but I think it's more of like a Sabo backstory. But if we want to get a backstory, I want to know about Luffy's mom and dad and how they broke up, and then how you guys had to be raised by Garp and everything. That's the backstory I want for Luffy. I want to meet Luffy's mom. If that ever happens, oh, I know she's fine. She has to be. Who said they broke up? Do we only have one successful marriage in One Piece? So based off of that, that's why I think they break up, right? Isn't it Ray Vell's the only one, or not Ray Vell, Ray Lee? Isn't Ray Lee the only one with like a successful relationship? I feel like everybody else is single. I'm gonna learn my lesson today. I just heard Senior. Do I get the backstory? I'm gonna call you Prince Leo from now on. I'm not gonna lie, because last time you said she got heavier, I was questioning like, how many times have you carried her that you noticed that? I love her so much. I'm so happy she simps for Leo. He has a main character mentality. We don't understand that shit.
これは一大事。若様に報告しなきゃざます。若の計算にはマンシェリーの最上の技、スマイル工場にもしものことがあっても治癒の実の能力を使えば再び復元できる算段のはず。このままでは工場が危ないざます。セニョール、工場を死守するのざます。
I'm having a feeling this is where he turns, hopefully. Oh, okay.
黙ってろ、トンタッタ。酒場で酒を勧められておめえ、男がグラスを引くような真似できるかよ。
じゃあまさか。
こいつは骨のある男さ。だから俺はこいつの攻撃は一切避けねえ。全ての技を受け切って、そして勝つ。再びてめえらを奴隷になんださせやしねえ。
Frankland!
しみったれた酒場より酔わせてくれるじゃねえか、坊や。今のセリフ忘れんじゃねえぞ。もう俺も若くはねえんでな。次の一手で決めさせてくれ。
No, tramp.
何が言いてえかわかるよ。俺の技を全て受け切ると言い切った。
外へ出た。男の勝負見届けるです。
Where's Queen?
万が一お前が立ち上がれたなら俺の負けだ。
上等だ。
塔の壁を泳いでいくです。
一体何をするつもりなん
I
です
don't know. Just drop Frankie from a hot height?
このまま飛べれば
Don't hit the cage.
ルシアンに会えるのに。
ルシアン？
ああ、ギムレットって息子もいるんだ。だが残念ながら重力がある。飛び続けることはできない。
Give us a son.
一体何の話よ。
さあ黙ってろ。下噛むぞ。
いくらフラランドでもあの高さから落とされれば。
You gotta take that, right? All that shit you were talking, Frankie, you can't dodge it. So, question is, how strong is your back? All right, that was pretty slick. Did you hit him on his stomach and on his back? Cause if so, you fucked up. It's Frankland. Just get cope with it, Mozy. I can't. Where'd Queen go? This it?
約束通り、今度はこっちの番だな。
参ったよ。
That was a cyborg eye, like.
すまねえ、若。
That wasn't a normal eye, Frankie.
アイアンボクシング。
そうだったな。 ルシアン、君に出会った日も君が笑わなくなった日も、こんな土砂降りの夜だったっけ。
I don't know if I'm ready. Just remind me to start of Cowboy Bebop.
振られちゃいましたね。もうビシャビシャ。
そんなにずぶ濡れでなんで笑ってる。
私好きなんです。雨。あなたも好き？嫌いなもの？あ、海賊。死ぬほど嫌い。あなたのお仕事は？
銀行で仕事を。
She a baddie though. Always the redheads, man. She got this little friend. Ooh! Bruh, the white on him though? The white on him though? Shit, I'd marry you myself. I even love her little freckles she has. Like, oh, she is a straight baddie. Senior, you did great job of choice.
あなた、お帰りなさい。もうまた買ってきたの？見せて。
You spoiling her? Is that his bonnet that he wears? That she just gave him? Oh, so you are already working with Luffy. Trying to live a double life.
ねえ、あなた、この子の名前は？
そうだな、ギムレット。
Not a fan of the name, but I know this has to end bad, man, but like, you were fucking around with Luffy and trying to live a simple life. You should have known that wasn't gonna end well.
どうしたらいいの？もう泣かないで。
You're the mom. Why are you asking us? I called my mom to ask her what I'm supposed to do. I can't answer that.
ギムレットが死んだ。
ちょうど1週間前、あなたが急にいなくなった日。嘘つき。
What did he die from?
銀行には何度も連絡したわ。そしたらあなたみたいな社員はいないって。ねえ、本当のこと言って。あなた一体何の仕事してるの？
I feel so bad for her, not necessarily for you, Pink, because her whole world is just... Her life is a sham.
あなたにはもう。
待て、ルシアン、外はまだ嵐だ。
バカにしないでよ。ついてこないで。
違うんだ、ルシアン。君に全てを話せないのは。
海賊、死ぬほど嫌い。
ルシアン、どこだ？ルシアン。
折からの雨でちょうど奥様の頭上で土砂が崩れ、その下敷きに容体は極めて悪く、
植物状態に。
ええ、意識はなく、残念ですがこのままではもう感情を表に出すことはおそらく二度と。
Why do they have her sitting up and her eyes open? That's making
出
it...
会いさえしなければ、君は。
あなた、ありがとう。
すまない。君を失いたくなくて。 俺は嘘をついたんだ。
I get it, but
毎日のようにお花を持ってお見舞いに来るなんて羨ましいわ。
それが
right. Like you're envious of her being an adventure.
もう一度笑ってほしい。ルシアン、ほら、ギムレットと同じボンネットを見つけたんだ。どうだ、似てないか？あいつは俺にだったから。
I don't know if that would be funny to see, or if you would be like, bro, my kid died and you're dressing up like him. Like, what are you doing? So I don't know. I can see people being like, that's a little morbid, but I guess it depends on the person. God, she is so fine.
Lucia.
Bro, Mozy overthinking again. You think? It reminds them of their child and she smiles because that's beautiful. I get that sentiment, but there are also people that when they see stuff reminding them of their dead child, they would in turn cry and not smile. They would be upset because it's reminding of her that Gimli is dead, so therefore she doesn't smile. Her seeing that, she's like, oh my god, you look exactly like him. I'm now sad. So I get it. It could possibly make her smile, but she could have also had this same opposite reaction where it is too much for her and it overwhelms her. I think it's such a sad story because he tries to protect the one he loves from the life he didn't leave, and then all of these things happen and now he hates himself every day about it. Right? And that's where I'm a little torn with him because, you know, like you always hear that sentence that you hear all the time in the movies. It's like, I'm not upset that you're this. I'm upset that you lied to me about it, right? That's always the case, you know, like I'm not upset that you did this. I'm upset that you lied to me about it. If you would have just been upfront with me about it, I maybe could have gotten over it. You know, you told me you were a pirate. I would have been like, oh, well, I don't like pirates, but I do like you, Senor Pink. So now I have to readjust my feelings on pirates. But he didn't give her that option. He just lied to her. So that's where my mixed feelings are coming in about him. I feel totally bad for Russian. No rest. Agreed. It depends on the person. That's agreed. That's why I said it depends on who you are, on how you're going to perceive this situation. Some people will see the good in it and wholesome of it. Me personally, all I'm saying is you lied, man. You knew you could have easily avoided this. At least he's trying to make it right. That's all that matters, right? Alright, well that was it for my reaction to episode 715 of One Piece. I do appreciate you guys sticking around and watching that reaction. It was real, it was good, it was real good. Later on.